Yeah, I think we're rolling. How? Um, all right. So it's been, as per usual, my constantly recurring, my constantly recurring time that I forget to stream for like a month or two. I don't know even how long it's been. It's been a while. It might have been like since last year, which would be disconcerting. Oh. Well, I just got distracted. I didn't even do the intro. I might not do the intro anymore because, oh, it's. I like the intro. It's how, I genuinely need to think for a second. Hello and welcome to hello everybody and welcome. No, was it everybody? I might be accidentally mimicking Markiplier on that. Hello, welcome. Welcome to YouTube, welcome to Twitch, welcome to the gay side of the internet, and welcome to Planet Crafter today. Because Planet Crafter, it coincided, right? Planet Crafter actually had a big update, like a few days ago, and also I realized, that I remembered that streaming was a thing that I like to do when it goes well, at least. And then I realized that I'd been forgetting to do it for a while, and I was like, you know what, I should go stream again sometime soon. So I thought, like, all right, today could be a good day for that, and here I am. I'm gonna try to stream again weekly. It's just difficult, but it's always difficult because I am a forgetful type of creature of nature, and I don't always remember to do things. So I got, that's the reason why I forgot to stream for a long time. But now I have returned. Hold on. Sorry, my brain is also simultaneously processing the new things that are going on. Yeah, but I didn't stream for a while, and now I'm trying to do it again. And I also noticed, like, oh, Planet Crasher is having an update, so I thought maybe that would be a nice thing to combine. Get that engagement flowing. But yeah, so that's the reason that I'm here, to annoy everyone today. Yeah, I forgot how to speak like a that's, and yeah, because I as soon as I noticed it, I was just mystified. I like this. I like the because previously you had the names, which I have the best names for these, like Zongus Lungus for Zeolite, because why not? But it's nice to see that they also have the little pictures there. I think it only shows, like, I think it shows specifically the first, like, item in there, the first slot. So I do wonder what happens if it doesn't have anything in there. Also, I didn't do my my half an hour long preparation for streaming today. I checked the things that are important. I checked to make sure that I'm a little guy there, and I had the game updated and stuff. But I normally I have like 30 voice lines and like 10 songs that I play, and I realized that makes it more difficult. That's not great. And yeah, so I decided I might not do that anymore, or at least I'm gonna look at shorting that in. I also finally looked into ads, so it should be a bit nicer now, but I'm still confused because it's something like, if I don't roll on Twitch, if I don't roll at least 3 minutes of ads per hour, So that's 5%. If I don't roll at least 5% of ads of the time, if not at least 5% of the time is ads, then you get free pre-roll ads, and that sounds less bad, but also it's actually not great, because pre-roll ads, you just enter the stream and you just get an ad pushed in your face. I think everyone agrees, everyone that knows stuff about it agrees that hold on, why is that just the in? Alright, it has info screen now. Oh, that kind of surprised me for a second. But I think everyone kind of agrees that pre-roll ads are horrible, and that, like, mid-roll ads, I don't like running ads, because it makes things hard. But at the same time, I don't think there's any way that I can convince my Twitch, the thing that I have, the little thing that I have where I can fill in ads, to not do ads. And I wouldn't be surprised if, because it's like you need to be a Twitch affiliate, because I think affiliate is like, you can roll ads and you can, you get some stuff, but then partner is like an extra step or something. So I can roll ads, but that also means that I have to roll a certain amount of ads or something. I don't like it, but I guess it's there, and I don't know. I might ask chat every now and again whether they like how the ads are right now. So be prepared to be annoyed with the whole ad situation the way that I am. Also gonna do some drinks, because for some reason my throat is a bit dry. There. Yeah. I'm gonna try to be more proactive and more active in making sure my streaming stuff is nice. And that's blue. That wasn't blue before. I'm gonna be less stressed about it. Hopefully. I can't guarantee it. But being stressed about it is mainly my problem. So you all don't have to worry about that. But it can result in me deciding not to stream anymore. I'm having not great frame rate. I hope it's good enough. I can definitely see that people don't like having this frame rate. Also, I need to check for a second. I hope my stream is running, and I haven't just been babbling to myself. But yeah, all right, yeah, it's running. My laptop just hadn't. Hello, Lidum. Yes. Blah blah blah, blah. There's 4 blahs. At least that's how I interpret them. I don't know if the meta is different. I see those as little guys telling me that I'm blabbering too much, which, to be fair, is accurate. Alright, I don't remember what I needed to do where I left it off, because last time I adventured. It is what streamers do. It's that's a boon that I have as a streamer, is that I ask, or I unaskedly blabber very, very much. I have to remember, because last time I think I adventured a bit. Oh, that's too. Oh, it's like a Tower of Hanoi on my car. Is this? Do I just need to use the jetpack to get them? I guess that works. I don't even know why I'm going here, but I think I need to explore stuff, because I think that was what I was doing last time, but I don't remember what actually are like the things, the goals that I was working on. High quality food. Alright. High quality food. Because I got the beehive, that's right. Was that one of the last things I did? It might be. Because now I can craft high quality food. No, that's not high quality food crafter. It's in a bit. It's gonna start getting. Oh yeah, don't. I do not pay attention to the lore. Wait. No, I do have the beans. Where's the? Do I need a kitchen for that? Or like, oh wait, no. I think I know. I think I need to do it there. I have found you. All right. So I may want to make some high quality food. Do I have enough stuff for more beehive? Because I need to create larvae for that. So we need bee larvae. The rest is possible at least. And I think that helps with biomass and stuff. Do I have a hold on? Yeah. This is where. Hold on. And then I need to shape bee life out of uncommon lava. This part of the game is not my favorite because it kind of makes my skin crawl a little bit uneasy. But it's a part of the game and it's a part of terraformation, so I guess I'll have to put on my big boy pants. Research. Look at that. I'm sequencing a bee. And the rest. I think I needed bioplastic, which I have. Oh, they got a little new shape, I think. I'm only noticing that. Oh, actually, that's kind of cool. That's nice. I like that. I'm noticing all the very minute things that nobody actually cares about. But they changed the little shape, I think. And they changed the little color. I think they did already pop up a bit like that, but it's also very nice that they have this. I like that they have the little tabs so you can find everything more easily. Because I am definitely the intended audience. What's the intended? I'm the type of person they made that feature for. Let's be real with myself. And I was looking for bioplastic, but I distracted myself again. Okay, I've got a bee. I need hold on. Oh, I was looking for the beehive, and then I need Yeah, they didn't have the little selections, the little tabs, and I was always just losing my mind. Just I had no clue where to find stuff because it's me. To be entirely honest, because I'm just like that. I am incapable of it. That's UI design 101. Well, like 103. Actually, how does 101 scale? Is it 101, 102, 103, or is it 101, 202, 303? I'm not sure. But I'm glad that they added it either way. I'm glad that they added the thing to counter my stupidity. Alright. Should I be making more autographs as I'm thinking? Because they are very useful. No doubt about that. Hold on, do I have the better... well, hold on. This is why I always usually do these episodes as, several... That's why I always usually do these episodes, in a row. So that I can go from one thing to another and I don't have to forget and relearn every time. Because the forgetting part is perfectly fine. I can do that, no problem. But I have already implicitly outlined what do be a problem. So what was I saying? I have hereby demonstrated my propensity for oblivion. Right. I mean, I guess I don't know yet what I need for the better ore extractor. Does this one? Yeah, it can extract rare ores. Do I have one in the place where they have osmium? Because that would be very nice, because I need osmium. Osmium is a limited and rare sort of thing. Alright, I have a little thing there, and I'm guessing that also makes osmium. Mine's common and rare. I do like that they have like a little extra explanation for this now. Use map and map information rocket to determine its optimal placement. Oh, okay. That's plenty of osmium for me for the coming while. It is going to be nice to have like a thing that can have a filter so you can only get osmium in a bit, so that I know that I don't have to throw away a bunch of everything else that it digs up to make sure that it has space for osmium. Because that's what, I mean, to be fair, that's what I just caused, you know. I've removed all of the things that I do want, but not all this other stuff that's taking up space. So that's going to keep taking up space, and next time there's going to be more of that and less proportionally, or like less, well, I mean, proportionally equally much of the new stuff, but then there's going to be less space left, so there's going to be less of the stuff that I actually want, and then, you know, I have caused the world to end in 2 days, to be nice and dramatic about it, which is my forte. How much, hold on, how much energy do I need? Hold on, autocrat, 150. Oh, I'm fine. I'm just fine on that. Hold on. Actually, I think I'm gonna need to put my beehives of sorry to all the bees I just plucked from the air. But to be fair, you didn't build that thing yourself. You needed me to make it. So, you know, that kind of just a skill issue. I'm sure a craft will be able to reach. Hold on, I can't place it inside. That would be convenient. Can it be placed? Oh, it can be placed on top of little building things. Alright, I'm gonna see then if I can just make some foundation grids. Is that the iron that I have? Yeah, I do still have iron in my inventory. So it's not gonna like take up the stuff I also need. Then I'm gonna put my autocraft there. There we go. Gonna put that here. Gonna tell it to make high quality food, and I'm going to add beehive and beehive, which should start generating honey. I think it can get the beans right from there. I hope so. Fubbed. Yeah, fubbed. I just have to think which of the, like a B or a D, which one is which way around. Alright, so for now, it is going to be putting the food in the autographer and not in the actual inventory here, in the actual chest that I like to have it in. But I will, in time, have ways to solve that. A teleporter. It was a life collector. The pressure is not going bad. Well, if that's like 2 per second or something, it's gonna take a while, but I'm Sure, it'll be fine-ish. Do I have a butterfly dome? Probably not. Maybe someone like somewhere down somewhere. Somewhere down someplace. Not that I can see. So I may also want to make that. I think a cat just escaped up to the upstairs because I am suddenly hearing meowing. They're not supposed to be upstairs, but they don't seem to understand it when we try to explain it. What else did I need? Squash. A butternut squash. Where? That one, please. Then I need a bark of the tree, as opposed to a bark of the hound. And a super alley. And zeolite. Zongus longus. And that should make for a butterfly place. If I have messed up the second one of this world. Hold on, can I place it just so that it's... Hold on, how do you rotate it? Okay, there. I've just been doing like playing a bunch of games that I haven't played in a while. So my brain was just scrolling through the control schemes of all the different games for rotating, because they can't seem to quite have a consensus on that. In this case, it was scroll wheel. But I've also played a few games recently. Oh, can you... Hold on, I didn't actually read what this thing is. Rounded glass floor. Oh, like that. Alright, alright. I still have never made interior stairs. I feel like... I feel like I would make interior stairs just as a... just to have made them. You know? But... not right now, because I'm still trying to figure out what I just... the thing that I just finalized the building of. Insert butterfly larvae to increase insect levels. Do I have the ability to make butterfly larvae yet? Are those... Maybe I do. Alright. Oh, 230. Do I have any rare larvae? Right. I'm gonna put mutagen in there. I don't think I currently have any more of those. Bacteria samples, methane. God, I do still remember where things are. I think. Good. No. Okay, maybe that was... No, yeah, I am. I do remember. And then we've got sulfur, so that will do me for 2 mutagen. Oh, I need to drink something in game. Actually, I'm also going to drink something in real life, just to spite the ops, as the gangsters say. I got the mutagen already. Yes. And then, like, fertilizer? Yeah, fertilizer. Is it always just... Hold on, I need to check that in a second. Is it always just fertilizer, a mutagen, and a larva? Because... yeah, both of these at least follow that. This, well, this is... oh, and and bees as well. The insects, well, the butterflies seem to all be that so far. So I'll see if that trend continues. And chrome, I'm not sure how you're supposed to read that. I'm guessing chrome, but you know, it's a bit of a funky name. Oh boy, I must have. Oh, it's not actually done sequencing yet. 83. Do I have it? Yeah, I do have it on Windows here. Look at that. Have I actually got everything from? I'm guessing so, right? Else, anything I have in there, and like, it's not stuff that's gonna really help me much now, because I'll have all of that, all of the stuff that I had at that point, 100 times over. Hold on, wait, no, I was waiting for the gene sequencing. No, don't put that one in. 230. I'm gonna look really quickly. Biomass. Okay, hold on. Can I see that on here? Okay, so 120 kilos per second, and that's 120 kilos per second compared to 120 kilos. Wait, hold on, because insects count as biomasses, right? Because I believe that's just, you know, how science, I believe that's just what the term means. Oh, hold on, I can see it here, 76, and before that it was 30. So that the first one doubles it. The second one would still give it like 50% extra. A good 50%. Which is nice. So in total I have tripled the stuff. Oh. Quality food. Oh, it was out of bean. Cool. Good to know. Why do I have a bunch of explosive powder in my inventory? Not that anyone has ever had any sort of problems from walking around with explosives on them, surely. I bet it's completely safe. Alright. Now that I have my butterflies fluttering by, as the... Is that a specific song or is that just a saying? I forget. Either way, what's the next thing? Because the ore extractor is still going to take a while. I'm guessing I have... Yeah, I have a decent amount for the pressure already. I'm gonna say it's probably not a good idea to try and just launch more of those to make more pressure happen. Do I have... I have 5 tier 4 drills. How much pressure would those actually be doing? They would, if they're all of it, they would have about... Because if they would have 1,000 pressure, then they would have 5,000 in total, which would make sense with this. Is that compensated actually for the... Well, it would be, right? Because else they would have a lot more with the multiplier, because it's... Hold on. Actually, I don't know if... Is that still the first unit that they're using? The math in this can still be a bit confusing from time to time. But I'm sure that's just my brain being silly. Now, I guess I can go explore a little more. I guess that might be my best option, because I don't know what else I would be doing around here right now. I read something about them improving this rover, which I'm curious about. My for some reason the sensitivity on that was really high. No, they don't have a separate slider for that. That's a bit it's a bit odd. Right now when I look around, it's about 2 times as high sensitivity as I want it to be. And I'm not 100% sure why, because the sensitivity for just walking is much better. Alright, I don't remember all of the areas like where I have and have not explored yet. To be fair, I don't think I ever really remembered. Oh, are those little plants, the little mouths? Are those new? And is the ground a different color? It's like more purpley. I mean, it looks cool. I don't know if it already looked the same type of cool, at least. I think this is different, but that might just be... Actually, it might just be because my terraformation is further along now. I'm not 100% sure. Is this... Did I have anything? Ooh, I guess I didn't. Hold on. I'm guessing those are the regular solar panels. Yeah. It just looks much bigger. Is that... Are they holding out on me? Dag nabbit. And a half buried chest. Because surely I've gone by here before, so I'm guessing they've planted those new. I do like it if there's more places you can explore, because otherwise I feel like you'll be spending a lot of time traveling really far away just to explore things, which makes, like, it can be cool, but for anyone that doesn't like exploring that much, it can make the game a bit tedious. Because a lot of the time, without exploring in this game, you just... You don't get that much progress. It's possible, but you do want to explore. Anyway, since I have my inventory full, at least my own inventory, I don't know if the car's inventory or Rover's inventory, if that's flooding right now, because I don't know. I don't know if I was nice to my future, like my past future self, which is my right now self. I don't know if I was being nice to myself and already cleaned it out, or if I still have all sorts of muck in there. But we'll see. Alright, there we are. I guess I can always just... Ooh, I was nice to myself. That doesn't happen very often, that I clean up after myself. truly does not happen very often. Which I realize is a bad thing. But right now it's funny, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. It'll all be fine. Alright, so we've got osmium, which goes in here. The super alloy goes in here. Plants go up here. Yeah, alright. And then there are... That's null, right? Yeah. Flexing on everybody with my terraformation knowledge of like fantasy, I guess sci-fi knowledge of terraformation. Yeah, pretty epic. All right. Oh, please don't tell me. Nah, it's full. Dang, I'll just put it in there. I'm sorry for everybody that I'm annoying by putting it in the wrong one. I just don't want to deal with that right now. I was like, I'm gonna play a fun game. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna be funny. And then my storage system. It's my own fault. But I think it's that you know. You know, Tier 3 GPS satellite, that's pretty good. I'm gonna pin that one. Unlimited oxygen for the vehicle right now is actually becoming gradually less important. Do I have one of those? Probably not. But what did I say? The unlimited oxygen for the rover upgrade is becoming less and less important because I'm getting closer and closer. Oh, I do have a map information pocket. But that's becoming less and less important because I already have the rover. Hold on. No, I didn't. I just got to rope. That's right. That's why I was confused. I already have my oxygen. I need to stop changing what I'm saying halfway through sentences. But because my oxygen usage is already going down very quickly, the unlimited oxygen inside of the rover upgrade is becoming less and less valuable, so I'm considering simply not ing without a K. Ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh. Don't worry, that not joke was just a Scouts reference. There is nothing nefarious going on inside my head. In fact, there is very little going on inside my head in general. Where is the... There we go. Okay, yeah, so I have a Tier 1 vehicle speed. I thought I had the Tier 2 already. I thought maybe like the update changed the order and because of that some stuff changed, but I guess I just only had the Tier 1, which is alright. Then I need 2 of those, right? Because I do want to have a faster rover, because that means you have much more actionable radius. Increases it by 200, so that I'm guessing that means I suppose that would mean like 1.5 times as fast as it was now, because it's already increased by 100. So we need a second speed increase. So I need to I got rocket engines from one of the salvages, so I did interrupt myself while I was storing everything away. But this is more fun than storing things away, so it's fine. Oh, and I can actually get some explosives and immediately make the next speed one. Is that explosives because it's a combustion engine? Actually, It wouldn't be a combustion engine, because else it wouldn't work when you don't have oxygen yet. Curious. Maybe it's just explodes just because it's pretty dang rad. And when you're driving around with a really fast vehicle, it's like making all of the guys just jealous, making all of them go crazy for you. I like to think so. And then the oxygen. I'm thinking whether I should. I suppose zeolite isn't that expensive, because there's a whole place where you can get it, and also you get it from the rocks. The rocks give me zeolite. So I can probably just make that upgrade. Because, I mean, the oxygen bottles are really cheap. They are 2 cobalt each. Yeah. And I need 4 of 2 oxygens, so 4 cobalt in total. Look at that math swing around my head. Oh, wow. Alright, I still need 1 more zeolite, so I'm just checking if there's any. Ah, there is my prodigal Z, not my Zeo, because that means uncle. That doesn't mean, actually, I suppose it would just mean that it wouldn't mean that it would, not zeolite is what I, did I, no, okay, it still has the, for a second I was concerned that I would have to redo the color of the beacon and everything. And I'm guessing it just, either it doesn't have a name, or it has the right name. Still, because it seems like it saved the color, didn't just get it again or something. Because I think I did specifically configure that name or the color to be like that, and it wasn't that originally. Alright. And then what's on? I'm gonna eat that one. So I've got a chest full of high quality food. I like that. I like just a quick little upgrade. It did cost me a bunch of energy and a bunch of resources. Resort things. A bunch of things. But it's pretty quick and it's pretty easy and it's free and it's pouring river water in your socks. That was the most random. Well, I mean, it's a reference to a reference. So it's a bit silly. Right, so how is this over here going? Did I have Elegia tree? No, because I had high quality food before, so Elegia tree seed is new. I'm not immediately going to research those, but that's good to know. I am actually really quickly going to go to the toilet. I should probably just drink first to make sure that I don't dehydrate in the meantime, and then I'm gonna look at the pretty little planet. So my keys just pressed. Look at the pretty little planet being terraformed in real life while I go have a strategically placed pee break. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for that pretty quick break that I needed to take, because I was singing. I was singing a lot of today, and if you don't know, one of the most important things to make sure your voice is safe and does not explode when you're singing, when you're using it a lot, one of the most important things is to drink enough. So I have drinked a lot. Why am I out of breath from just taking the stairs? That's, maybe I just took them too enthusiastically. But I drank a lot because I was singing a lot, and I didn't want my voice to explode. So then I had to pee-pee. Alright, now the next thing is launching a satellite into outer space. Well, not outer space, actually. That's actually too far. Maybe launching a satellite to not outer space, to inner space. Does that count? Do they call that inner space? Probably don't. Oh. No, I have that one. I was like, wow, new things that I somehow missed. Nope. Certainly not. But it is a cool thing. At least I think I already have it, right? Yeah, look at that. Look at my skills. Straight tech, y'all. And I need to pump paces. And that gives me enough to make one rocket that I can send into space. Speaking of rockets to send into space, I only because there's it's called the Artemis or something, the rocket that, hey Stella, the rocket that is like journeying through space right now. That is, they are slinging around the moon and then coming back, I think, in like 10 days, which is, damn. That's fast. The Fantastic Four, yeah. You know, see, actually, I had a good way to make it the Thing joke earlier today, because, you know, hold on, I can't access it to unpin the, well, but. I only heard of that when they were almost already at the moon, like 2 days ago or something. It's pretty cool though. It's pretty cool that they just, you know, they're going around the moon and stuff. This one's not going around the moon. I have intentionally sabotaged it because of the funnies. All right. Yes. I keep getting distracted, which is another one of my fortes, next to forgetting things. But I don't know, it just reminded me of the space mission, which is very cool, if you ask me. Wait, hold on, I need to put my... Wow! That's a lot of... That's a lot. And then my beams. Wait, hold on. I can put my beams in here. Would that work? That might not work. It worked. Y'all, we got him. So, oh yeah, so now I need to unpin those, because I've done those already. And I think I can probably best get back to exploring again. Because I did a bit of that, and then I got a load of stuff, and then I came back. And now I think it's time for exploring again. Ooh-wee. And now... I parked my rover in the rover place. I parked my rover in the rover park place. Squidward fat what? Hmm. Does Twitch crack down on that word? I'm not. No. I mean, it's your freedom of the ability to chat, but all right. Where did I just? Wow, that's also. Are those planets bigger than usual? That's a big one. Wait. Is it intentionally jumping? Oh, just the version with C. The one that sounds like the last name of the philosopher who came up with deontology, I believe. I think that was him, right? Because every time I want to talk about ethics and deontology, I have to think like, hold on, I need to not say his last name because it just sounds exactly like that. There is no way to say it that doesn't make it sound like it's that word, either in either in a British accent or an Australian one or a New Zealand one. There is no way to say it that doesn't that's not potentially gonna get caught by filters. Yeah, the one in Schoonthorpe. Where did I go before? No, yeah, okay, I went around that side. I want to make sure that I have everything there before I move on everywhere else. Because as much as I like going to the hotspots every time, because that's efficient for a while, I know that that's going to cause me a lot of pain because eventually I'm going to forget how much I have and have not checked, and it's nicer to make sort of a sweep so that I can remember. Is there any more chests in here? There's one right. Oh, hold on, no, that's the one that I got before. All right, no new chests in here, I don't think. Well, no more. None that I have not already inspected. Ooh, I'm down to 0.8 oxygen per second, which is very nice. Oh yeah, and then I have the infinite oxygen in my rover. I should write a rap track about how epic my rover is and how it's a slick ride and how everyone should admire it, and how all of those who are in search of gold in the ground should like me because I have a very, very nice vehicle. I believe that is what the MCs do these days. Is it not? I think I've explored this area before. Right, I think I'm just gonna go back. Okay, because yeah, this is where I came from. I thought for a second I was going a different way again. Then I've done all of this stuff up here before, but there might be new stuff, so I'm gonna check it out anyway. Was there always a lake here? Hold on. I don't think so. I think there was a satellite somewhere here, but that's probably just due to terraformation, not geoformation. The terraformation, and not the update. And I'm guessing the same thing goes for this bit. James this bit. From multiple things. From The Hobbit and from Cold Feet. And James this bit. That's the most dumb joke I might have ever made. Is that regular ore? I think so. I don't think it's super alloy filled with, you know. I don't think there's anything back here either. Is there anything down here, I wonder? I do so ponder. Have I had that chest before? No, I haven't. Are there any chests down here? No. So I'm gonna drink some, cause I can just drink stuff out here now, which is pretty cool, if I do say so myself. And that's around here again, so I have already explored that area. My voice is being a bit silly. But luckily I have all of my water. All of the best and most real of homies that I know drink water to keep their voice safe. Remember, kids, water is the real OG. Is that what the rappers say? I like to think so. I've got 3 bottles of water for when it gets warmer. Oh, is that a chest? Look at that thing. Look at it! Just look at it! I did. For reference, for anyone who wasn't certain, yes, I did look at it. Now, I need to do a... Hold on, wait. Those are like obelisks, pillars. And those... I mean, like, they're clearly intelligent made structures. I thought for a second I got caught in a trap of sand, trap of... I thought for a second I got stuck in a sand trap. But I don't think that was the case. I think that was just a little glitch. But those do seem like pillars made by intelligent creatures. Or alternatively, by humans. See what I did there? Very clever. Hold on. Is that social? I guess, sort of. It was a type of commentary. And I suppose it was something. It was a sentence. I'm decently certain it was a sentence. And I can start to narrow it down from there. Hold on. I am simultaneously also switching out my drinks bottles. My bottles full of dihydrogen monoxide. Look at that! Alright. Oh, I'm running low on food. I didn't realize. But now I do, which is good because I still have time to eat something. It's better than if you are in the middle of the desert, completely bereft of options. Actually, I haven't been using my car storage. Even though I have such a nice, you know, a lot of car storage, I haven't been using that. Gunnar. Is hold on. Where do I normally have my? Where do I normally keep my rocket engines? I have too much iridium. And I also have a lot of uranium. Oh no, help me. I'm too rich. Oh, how it displeases me to have so many funds. Please. Sorrow for me. Please. Have compassion for me on the base of my exceptional socioeconomical status. Because I have so much iridium. I have so much iron, I'm just going to make a new store. Oh, hold on, where am I going to place that? I'll play... I'll place it in a room that I'm about to make. You know, it's what they call being smart. Some of that. Instruction screen. Oh no, I've softlocked myself. Ming. I don't have any more titanium in that thing. So let's hope there is something on this mountainside. Is there? There, that seems like it. Cool. Cool. That should be... Actually, no, I need 5. It's actually... I don't know why I was gonna say that should be enough. Because it forsoothly is not. Oh, didn't fly high enough there. Oh, hold on. Oh. Is this too high? Alright, I can at least do it that way. Cool, and then I still need 3 more. So I mean I do need more iron for that. Might as well get that here if it is offered to me. But not too much. Because then I'm gonna have not enough storage again. And that would be not great. Whew. Where is that? Are you titanium? You're titanium. Put your hands in the air like you don't care. Alright. Oh yeah, also I need to make sure that I don't drown in this water right now, because your oxygen does still go down in underwater. Because as it turns out, while there's a lot of oxygen in water, it ain't the type that I can breathe. Not a lot of titanium in there. Where is my titanium? I was promised titanium. Loads. And more things. Drink. Schlop. Alright. I think I got 3 iron there, so I still need to take 3 from my locker. Look, where? This one. Locker there. I still don't know why I called it Gnaw. Like, there's got to be a reason for it, right? It's not a good idea, it's not a good sign, I think, when somebody, like, talks about something they did themselves, and they have to wonder if there was a reason for it. That might be one of the signs of insanity, but then again, that's not my problem, because everyone else is having to deal with me. I just get to be me. So, you know, I suppose you need to figure out where to file your complaints if you are upset about me. Something like that, y'all. What? I don't think I was supposed to be able to put it there, but I suppose it was fine. Suppose it, you know what? You know what? This was so cool and so hang epic. You know what? We'll cut them some slack. A Tusker seed. Blueprint microchip. Oh, tier 2 deconstruction. That sounds pretty cool. I believe that's what you need to salvage some of this stuff in ships, like in salvageable ships. I don't know if it's going to be that useful, but you know, it can't hurt to have it. What was I going up there for? Why flew I? Because I was... No, it wasn't something to do with the seeds, right? I don't know. I do all these things and then I'm like, that's a good idea. And then I'm like, yeah, but now I don't remember what... Now I don't remember what my name is. I did too many silly things. I was too much silly. What was I gonna do? I wasn't just looking for the stuff to make the chip, right? Like, that's a thing I can do. And I think I'm gonna do that because I don't remember what else I was gonna do, but... I don't think that's the thing that I... you know, had to be doing. But... again, I don't know what else, you know? You know? I don't know what else. Where is my zeolite? Hand me my zeolite, or I will commit atrocities. Nondescript atrocities. Yes. I can smell them now. The nondescriptness makes them extra spooky. So I don't know, I just don't remember what I was doing before, why I was doing that thing that I was doing. You know? I am at times forgetful. Hold on, I can always check this. Alright, it has an oxygen multiplier, so I'm guessing it's a good place to put them. Probably fine. Hold on. So I do have deconstruction tier 1, which I need for the thing, but I also need methane oxygen capsule. Oh, that's funky. Yeah. Good, yeah. And there we go. Now I'm better at deconstructing. Allows you to deconstruct advanced items in wrecks. Hold on. Oh, bye, Ev. Stella. See you later. Then you. Alright. I need to. I got to. Where did. What? Yeah, I think I know a wreck where they have. I think that's like computers as service or something like that. That you need a T2 deconstruction thing for. But I'm not 100% sure because I think it's somewhere around here. There's a wreck where you need it. Yeah, there is a wreck here at least. That's a good first step. Ooh, super alloy. It's mine now. Do these? Oh, those are things that I've dumped my superfluous inventory into. All right. Technical debris. Oh, we can get circuit boards from that. I've seen, I think, a few circuit boards and chests. Huh? Sorry. I think I've seen a few circuit boards and chests. I'm gonna guess that they're useful, and I should collect as many of them as possible right now. I don't remember precisely what you use them for, but it's probably fine. There's a few things there. I can always take that food, but it's fine otherwise. Alright. And there's alum maximum. That's pretty good. That's this wreck definitively done for. Is there more around here? I assumpted that was the wreck done for, but I'm not 100% certain. But little iron. Cool. Hold on. I believe I remember that at some point. Alright, yeah, I believe at some point when you entered the vehicle you didn't get oxygen even if you had the oxygen upgrade, but I suppose that now that is the case. Now I'm not 100% sure that it was any different at any point. And you also seem to be able to breathe perfectly fine in this underwater if you have the upgrade. So that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. That does make it a very good base, and it practically means that as long as I'm traveling with a hold on, I can always just do some more exploring. I suppose that means that whenever I'm traveling with this thing, I don't need to keep building little houses everywhere. Except for when I need to place 5 heaters somewhere and I don't like to see them in my own place. Oh, those are actually cleared out now because now I have the big heaters, which I did place near my own place. I'm not sure why I did that then. Let's see, is there more stuff in here now? Because I believe some of the places that I have been before, there was stuff already. I believe some of those. Alright, the quicksand was getting to me again. You can't crouch in this game. I didn't remember that you couldn't. Interesting. But I wonder if there's any more loot to be got around. I mean, I suppose that's always a truth. I get the technical debris. But I wonder if, because of the... I thought I was going to deconstruct the door there, but apparently Because sometimes that is what you do, but in this case apparently not. Oh, that might be a bit of a glitch. But I think usually when you get something like that, you deconstruct the door, because you know, there's the doors that don't open properly that you can deconstruct to get through them. But I suppose in this instance that was not the case. Alright. Maybe I can climb up here. Deconstruct. Again, I was expecting that to be the thing. Fusion reactor. You know? I think that's the thing you can do something with later, but not yet. Is this whole wall debris? Is that a secret? Did I find a secret? Did I win the game a secret and then I went the secret? I find the secret? I don't know, y'all. I think that's pretty epic. I think that's pretty cool. I can leave my space food here in favor of some good things. Oxygen multiplier, mutagenics. Oh, alright, I'll take all of those. Cool. There's. Now I'm gonna. Oh no, that was. Home? Why is there debris there? If it's not the door. Did it used to be a door you could deconstruct, but now they have made it so you can't deconstruct the door, but you can, like, there's one there that you can deconstruct and one that you can't deconstruct, so it's, oh, I'm not entirely sure how that happened or what's going on, but consider me perplexed. Is there anything more back here? I don't remember what places I haven't been not explored. Oh, don't glitch like that. Don't go around. Don't go doing all that. That's my cat again in the back. I don't know if you can hear that on stream. You might be able to but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, that's not. Well, at least I've got water down here. At least I've got water down here, and I've got, you know, oxygen because of my car. My car. But, I need to find a good way to get my rover back out of here. Though I suppose I could always try and just get home and then respawn my rover there. Alright, at least I am back on a higher level. I'm on a different level. I'll just do a little upgrade. Cool. I'll deconstruct that so that I don't have to chase after it the next time and then figure out that it was actually empty. I think I've gone there before. Also, that's funny. That place, I think if they're flooded, you can't actually breathe in those little places anymore. So that place has lost the function of a little place to breathe. Did I just muck that up? Is it, have I accidentally difficultified it? Like, could I just get up if I gone backwards? But now, no longer. This is a uranium place, that's funny. I mean, it's funny as long as you're not walking through there, being exposed to all the gamma and alpha rays. I think it's gamma and alpha, but I'm not 100% sure. I mean, this stuff's always useful, right? Are there any loose ones? Maybe not. No. Alright. Because there's like the 4 colors. And I think right now these pink ones are useful. And the rest, at least not yet. I'm sure I'll be able to excavate them at some point when I have the filtered driller thing. Which would be pretty epic. You know? Alright. This is starting to look like a tropical place, which I like. See, it's rewarding to be playing this game for a while, and then eventually you just look around and you see all of these plants and everything shoot up from the ground. That's kind of cool. That's you know, I'm gonna tell y'all that's kind of cool. It feels like an achievement. But then, you know, not like an achievement like in a game, but like a you know, like an I did something today. I'm sure it'll never be a thing that I actually, you know, it's not a thing where you go like, oh yeah, but I once played this game. Where is that the same? Probably. I'm sure it's not one of those types of things of like, oh yeah, I played this game. Now I'm going to be able to terraform a planet. You know, it's not that type of a game because it doesn't teach you how to make a drill, and everything certainly doesn't go this fast. But you know, it still feels like a yay. I did a thing. I had patience, I had determination, and I put those together, and it made a good thing happen. And now the planet is green instead of brown. Now the ones and zeros in my computers are more ones and fewer zeros than there were before. Hello. At least when it comes to the amount of good stuff, there's more ones. Because they're higher numbers, see? You know? And then for the bad stuff, there's more zeros. Because I've made all the bad stuff go away. Ain't that pretty cool? Are these things you can deconstruct? No, I don't think. I don't think so. Doesn't seem like it, y'all. Okay. I see how you're playing this. No presents and no sweet cookies for me. Alright. I'll run off again. I'll scuttle off. But I'll be back. And then, I'm sure there will suddenly be things. Because that's how that works, right? Ooh. Remember, kids, always look ahead while you're driving. Don't look backwards and then realize you're looking backwards and then have to correct yourself while you're already driving. That's not a good idea. Vroom, 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 zoom. Wow. Look at my ability to zoom through the lands and through everywhere and all of it. Oh, there's a lot of dust there. Oh, is the Iridium cave? Wow. It looks pretty cool right now. Yeah. It were the Iridium cave. It's pretty dang cool. I guess now that I'm near home anyway, I can go and deposit some of my stuff. Did I get any new... I think I got 1 or 2 new blueprint chips. What are they called? Microchips? It might just be called microchips. The blueprint microchips. So I was double correct. I was more correct than there even was question. So that's pretty impressive. Oh, no. Well, actually, hold on. I have some free stuff. I have some free storage now up here. So there go my circuit boards. And then there is a super alloy rod and some super alloy still too much Ipri. Iron, I have a little spot for that. Zeolite. There's some stuff that goes up here. There is... Oh, I have more super alloy. I did it silly then when I thought that I didn't have more. I must have done it silly. I apologize, gang. I didn't mean to do a silly thing. Sometimes, y'all, it just happens. And so you know, I like to think that that doesn't mean that I'm a bad person, but how I choose to resolve it means that I'm a good person. You know, I think that's pretty solid. Just like Solid Snake from the video game, where he is Metal Gear Snake. Let me drink something. Look at that. Alright, and now that I have a lot of my inventory free, I'm gonna get this thing. Spacesuit displayer, that's kind of cool. I probably won't be making one because I already have difficulty making sure that I have all the right things and all that. But it is pretty cool. Maybe at some point if I have a lot more space and time. When the planet isn't... I thought for a second that said fart, but it says Farrick. Hold on, there is a sneak in this game, right? I need to hold on. Oh, that controls. Oh, was I just in controls? Smart. Very intelligent. Invert mouse axis, disable gamepads, disable keyboard shortcuts for character name. Actually, I should probably do that because it keeps telling me how to use my gamepad, but I'm not using that for this. Move backwards. Forward, back. What was I doing again? Hold on. I was looking for the button to... What button was I looking for? Oh boy. What button was I looking for? Open chat, unstuck, vertical propulsion. Turn off HUD. I guess it's not in here, or I just really don't remember what I was looking for. There was... Fart? Was it something with fart? Might have been something with fart, but I don't... I really don't remember. Other way. Should I make another machine optimizer? That could be a good idea, cause you know, machine optimizer is pretty cool. Let's see first. Chevron, Amel, Tier 5 heater. How's my heat going right now? Okay, I've already got as much heat as I need, so that's not necessarily going to be very important. That's actually still a ways away. Darn. So hold on. What, I am curious, where do I start with animals? Isn't that like frogs or something that I... Hold on, where do I get my genetic synthesizer? Tier 2 aquarium. I mean, I'm guessing the aquarium does things. Do I have any other aquaria yet? Or is that... Hold on. Is there a different aquarium that I've already unlocked? Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. No, I don't... I suppose I haven't unlocked the first aquarium yet. Am I supposed to get that from here or something? I'm not sure. That's an amphibian farm. What's animal feeder? Yeah, I don't know where I'm supposed to get the first... was it first aquarium? Because this is a tier 2 aquarium. And I'm not seeing tier 1 anywhere else. Because, like, if I need to have the tier 1 aquarium right now, then would, you know, it would be worthwhile checking into why I don't have it and how I can obtain it. Right. I could hypothetically deconstruct those nuclear reactors, but on the other hand, I already have quite a lot of uranium, so that wouldn't necessarily be a thing that I need. Maybe not even that I want, because I don't get much useful out of that. Like, nothing that's I don't have otherwise, but if I put some stuff in there, I can get just extra power. It's decently cheap. I think I'm just gonna, well, I mean, I am already actively doing it, but you know what I mean. You know, I have made my decisions, but my brain doesn't know it yet. My brain's still trying to figure out what my decisions should be, while I've already made them. Oh, is this a new chest? I think so. I'll give you that. So I can put the nuclear reactors. Can I put those in here, or does that not work? Oh, I thought that's like a cool abandoned ship, you know, that's crashed here. It'll be really cool to put oh, I don't have enough water, that's right. It'll be really cool to put that in, like, to put nuclear reactors in there. That's gonna be really cool, but I suppose that didn't work. Hold on, do I have a water filter? Like one that creates water from the there. Yeah, I do. I may have more power than you realize. That's not full. Alright. I have 0.6 oxygen used per second, so that's about a third of what I used before. So that's pretty cool. And I saw that, I think it going down from 0.8 to 0.7, and then from 0.7 to 0.6, I think those were decently close to each other. So that's pretty nice. I think these, oh no, they're not totally full. And then I got that, but he's right, oh boy, there's too much. I'll put this zeolite in here, and a quartz, pulsar quartz in there. Still too much iridium. Alright, okay, okay. What's this, 25 giga? Okay, so that's actually going pretty good. How much am I getting? It doesn't show me the rate of just this. I am getting closer and closer to the breathable atmosphere, but I was already expecting that. So I'm getting some decent progress. This is kind of the point where, you know, I've done all the stuff that, you know, I've done all the stuff that's kind of newer that I forgot to do last episode, and at the same time, I've also done all the things that you do every episode, enough that, you know, I'm good again until next episode. Maybe I could explore a little more, but, you know, it's the point where I need to start focusing a bit more on what I can actually do, because it doesn't go automatically anymore by switching from one subject to another. So, hold on, how much was this? Yeah, no, that's still a ways away. I'm getting there, but I can't see how quickly I am. It doesn't seem to be very quickly at all. So that's limited. It's still taking a while. That's getting there. The one that I have is 230, so this one isn't necessary. It's not that useful to replace those with this chevron butterfly. Maybe the Amel is really good, or the Lux, but it's, you know, for now not something that I have to really think about. Silk generator could be cool. Produces silk, and that's not super fast, but it's gradually getting there. Hold on. Alright. My brain was kind of surprised for a second to see that insects weren't counted as animals, but I suppose at least it makes sense when you've seen it. It makes sense that you would be able to remember it. It's not technically scientifically true, but I suppose I'll let it slip for just this time. I am also gonna make this base building, not base building? Furniture. I'm also gonna make this a bigger little thing. Still gonna be called ferric. 'Cause why ain't it? You know? Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't I call it ferric? And I'm gonna drink some, and I'm gonna take high quality food from some. So I think right now, hold on. Yeah, no, that's not super fast. So I shouldn't go and just wait for the teleporter. I should go and do some stuff. Maybe see if I can make any things better. Honestly, I feel like there should be a way to do more pressure, because I feel like it's running behind. Maybe I'm supposed to have a bunch of ore extractors, because I think those do pressure a bit, right? 85, but it's much less than drills. There's no way you're supposed to have 5 ore extractors extra for every drill that I have. Hold on, I'll see. Hold on. Alright. That is a few of those big drills. I'll just go make some more drills, because I do need the pressure. And what was it again that I have in the pressure thing that I like the idea of having sooner rather than... Oh yeah, the better ore extractor, which will then allow me to get... because that's the whole thing of that ore extractor, is it has a filter. So you can tell it, like, hey, you're here in an area where you can get this thing, which I need, which is kind of hard to get. You know, I could tell it to just get all of the osmiums. Oh, I missed out on one super alloy. I need one more, please. I have them, I just need to be unsilly enough to actually take them with me when I need them. There we go. Now, is there a better drill than this? I'm not sure. Because I believe there is a better heater, so I'd have to assume so, but I'm not 100% sure. So, I mean, I guess it's, you know, helping the pressure nicely. Is there any sort of reason for me to go and get a bunch of these? Because they're cheap, because they don't take osmium, and they don't take 6 super alloys. But still, because this is the most expensive that you can say this is in super alloys. Is 2 super alloys per thing, if you would assume that all of the other things that are in super alloys are worthless, which is certainly not the case. So 2 super alloys instead of 6 and 3 osmium. But then the pressure is just too much to. You know, I've been convinced that I guess I could just put this stuff in the right places, and my autocrafter will try and make some more super stuff. Superhero, more like not superhero. I don't know why superhero. I don't know. I played Dispatch. Well, I didn't even play. I was in VC with somebody who played Dispatch like once or twice, and ever since, well, it might have been 3 times, but ever since, you know, my brain is Dispatch. Well, not that much. There's actually much more other superhero stuff that's happened since as well. But you know, I like Dispatch. To stop rambling, I like Dispatch. It's a pretty good game. If you haven't played it yet, and you're wondering whether you should play it, whether you want to play it, I would say that maybe you could. You know, if you're unsure about how much you should want to play it, I'd say just, you know, play it. Goodness, I like the game. So I guess I could get another drill. I don't know if that's really gonna add that much though at this point, because I had 50. Yeah, I added a third before, a third of what I had. Well, no, 2/3. Sorry, no, 1/3. Damn, my brain trying to work with basic numbers. So I added a third of what I had before by placing 2 more of those. Yeah, I don't know if that's really the way to go about this, because maybe hold on, do we have a pressure multiplier thing? You can't craft those, right? You need to find them. Because I have a multiplier fuse thing for this, and I have some for here, but those are all not things that you can. You can't use any of those for pressure because I don't have any ones for pressure. At least I don't think this one was pressure. No, that's oxygen. I'm guessing I don't have one left anywhere that's secretly pressure. I feel like that might be because hold on. Because they multiply 500%, so they multiply it either by 5 or by 6. It depends on how they calculate that. A lot of people do it in a bit of a silly way, where a multiplier of 500%, sort of 5 times, would mean that it's 6 times as much. But that's not how that should work. The multiplier should be done from... Oh yeah. It should, but then it's like it's with a single... It gets a little confusing. Especially because it needs to stack from 0 to 1, but not from 1 to 2. I don't know if that makes sense properly, but like it needs to multiply first and then it needs to add. So it's a bit silly. I can understand if they did. I can understand if they did a little differently. But yeah, pressure is still going quite slowly. Yeah, because that just costs more super alloys. There's no way you're supposed to get so many more super alloys and have a bunch of tier 2 ore extractors for every corner of the planet, right? Because the issue with the super alloy is it's not like, if you need a lot of osmium, you just put up a thing in an osmium thing. But if you need a lot of super alloy, you need to make it out of other alloys. You can't just dig it out of the ground. That's the difficult part about super alloy. Like, I can get an autocrafter, but then I still need to make sure that the things that dig it up actually have the right amount of stuff in them. Like, if I have a filtered thing, it'll be perfectly fine, because every one of the drills will just produce their own specific thing, and none of them will get clogged by any other stuff. But if I don't, it's going to be an issue, because they do get clogged. Boy. I'm gonna have another pee break, because again, I drank a lot. I need to pee a lot, so I'm gonna be back in a minute, and I'm going to have the best answer you've ever heard. Probably not, but I'm gonna pretend that I do. Be right back. Alright, sorry for leaving for a pee break again. I promise it might happen again, but also it might not. I promise that there is a chance that it will not happen again, but I can't promise that it won't happen again. So, well, yeah, of course it hasn't unlocked the tier 3 ore extractor yet. I didn't actually think about it on the toilet. I'm gonna be real. I disappeared from my mind. But this, well, I guess I'm just gonna check what things here have any precious stuff, because it's the drills, of course. These have nothing. This has energy. This has some pressure, but it's near to void compared to the drill, so that's not the answer that I've been missing. Beacons, communication arrays. Again, this is too expensive. Food grower doesn't have anything. Recycling machine, shredder, atmospheric water collector. None of this really seems to have much precious stuff. Biomass. Those don't have pressure. Plants, insects, no. I guess it's really just the drills that I need to have it from. I don't know, then I think it might be the case that it might just be the issue that I don't have any of these little upgrade things for that stuff. Yeah, that might be the issue. I do wonder, does this, because this is like here, for example, the oxygen. It has 2 oxygen multipliers of 500%. So I'm guessing that adds up to a total of 1,000%. Like that's additive with each other. And I have probably a like 2,000 or 3,000%. Yeah, 3,000. So does that mean that other 1,000 and this 1,000 adds up to 4,000? Or do they multiply? So this is 3,000%, so that's 30 times. And the other one is 1,000%, so it's 10 times. So in total it's 300 times. Hold on. Actually, probably not. Doesn't say it here. Does it have like a little information thing in here? No. I don't think that clarifies much. Maybe the rockets say something more about it, but I don't think so. I don't think they will have the information to clear this up. The pressure by protecting the magnetic field. Yeah, I don't know. I can just launch a few more magnetic field rockets, because those would help. I'll just spend some super alloy on that. Either way, I have the rocket engines, and then it's silicon, which is pretty easy to get. It's one of the basic stuffs, so that should be fine in that respect. Is that a meteor storm or just a sandstorm? I think the meteors usually come from there, but I'm not 100% sure. I might have just thought it was that way and confirmed it whenever I thought it, you know. Like only confirmed it when it was coming from that side, because else I never noticed. something like that. That does look pretty, by the way. Look at that. Like an or localized entirely within your kitchen. But yeah, it looks pretty pretty. But then it's made of sand instead of a fancy little colors. I mean, the fancy color, like yellow oranges. No, it's definitely orange. Well, I mean, it's kind of red and orange and yellow a bit. But, you know what I mean. Here we go. The pressures. Look at that. Look at that silly goober. They do look like big knobs. I mean, a lot of rockets do. Alright. So, that does improve the pressure speed, I suppose. Yeah, from 2,000 to 4,000. I might have doubled it. I don't know. As I have been trying to explain in practice last bit. Oh wait, that was the yeah. There are now projectiles going to be incoming. But as I explained, I am not, you know, I'm not great at knowing exactly how to do the math of this game because I'm not always sure exactly how they apply it. I don't usually try to do games by, you know, being too exact with them. I don't usually try to keen everything out perfectly. But it sometimes it just does make it a little difficult if you don't know these types of differences because they can mean different things. They can make pretty big differences that can really decide whether or not you should do a certain thing. I don't know. I think it's slightly reinvigorated the pressure, but it's still not that much. Is there any other drills that I'm gonna get anytime soon? That there is a tier 5 drill, still a while away. But honestly, that could be pretty nice. I don't know, I might have just been been screwed a bit by RNG here because I would want, you know, I would want some more pressure to work, but it doesn't. I don't have particularly much pressure, you know? Also, I did just notice, even with the addition of insects, which are biomass but not plants, it still counts more plants, like more biomass in plants than there is biomass in total, which is still very interesting. It's still a bit silly. Alright, so I've almost got a silk generator. I'm gonna see if I can get more bees, because I need these larvae. And I need mucogen fertilizer. Look at that! I can get more bees. Oh, don't put iridium in the bees, please. That sounds like a questionable idea at best. On the other hand, sounds like, I'm not 100% sure, maybe we just need to experiment a little more. Maybe we just need to be a little adventurous. You know? Maybe every now and again, for the cause of science, we need to put just a little bit of iridium in the bees. But I'll leave that to the biologists to figure out. After all, I am not particularly studious or particularly studied when it comes to the in bees, which I don't think that's my fault. Sometimes bees just keep to themselves, and you know, we all want to support our bees, but sometimes it's just not. Huh. Wait, I did need. Yeah, I needed super alloy. And fertilizer? Yeah, fertilizer. Alright, beautiful. So that's another bee thing. Hold on, I am gonna check. Without that, it's 122 grams per second. If I add B, extra B, that is 137. So that added 50. Well, I mean, actually, I guess I could have seen that there. It's just, the one thing that messes me over is the fact that it says grams per second, but then in this screen it doesn't say watts per second. It's just 15 insects per second, and then you just have to infer that an insect is equal to 1 gram. That's but I'm sure that's just my interpretation lacking. Is there a little there's a little dent in the bottle in the cap of the bottle of me. So yeah, insects are going decently right now. So generator could be interesting, but honestly I don't know if it's really gonna mean much for me. Oh, plants are almost. I am curious to see how much the amyl is gonna give, because I don't know, maybe it's just better. Hold on. It was still being a little silly. 300%. All right. I could see that that's a good sort of thing. I do need. Hold on. Is that just a random chance to get any of these? Then maybe. Maybe that's not as interesting. Because I thought if I can just make all of the best ones by just putting better resources in, maybe that could work, but I'm starting to think that that might not be the best way. Then again, it's like it's like a third better than the previous. So maybe I could take the. I don't know. Can you uncraft? Can you recycle the butterflies? Because if that's possible, I could try that and then try to just recycle them until I get the best one. But it's also possible that they have like a weighted thing where you're less likely to get the better ones than the worst ones, which would make it really annoying to, to do that. I'm also partially of the mind to just wait until or to just explore until I find pressure things, because I need pressure things. And I haven't found any pressure things yet, but surely there's got to be some pressure things out there. I hope they have some kind of a system that makes sure that you get just enough of each of the things that you really need. For blueprints, I'm guessing that is the case, because I'm guessing that those, like the little blue boxes, I'm guessing they have standard places where they spawn, and I'm also not sure that you ever actually need blueprints. So, hold on. Actually, I am going to eat a little. Girl, I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat a little before I head out into the world. suppose I can also have a little drink. Little drink. And there we go. Oh. I suddenly didn't have the ability to drive forward anymore. Quite special. Now, I need to go find the place where they are holding hostage my the fuses, my pressure fuses. Ooh, I got the teleporter. That could be a good thing to do next, but like for exploring it could be really good, but on the other hand it would mean that I wouldn't be able to take my rover everywhere. Well, I mean, as long as I'm teleporting I wouldn't be taking my rover everywhere. I would just be teleporting there, which means that I can't just go around there and just, you know, just re-breathe with the rover. Have I gone through this whole area? Ooh. Correct door. Well, I might know what that is, but I'm wondering whether this is a I don't think there are any resources around, because I was, well, I mean, I was wondering if it was an area that I'd been already, and I'm also wondering if it's an area where I'm going to need to be in the future. I think this is the one that I saw earlier. Oh, is this, have I been in this area? Is this the, like the part of the place where I fell down before? Because I didn't see that there was anything to fall down until I was practically falling down already. That looks like a different type of stone. I'm guessing that's just a silly sort of visual thing. But it could be lore. I mean, not that I'm necessarily looking for lore in this game, but it could be lore. It could hypothetically be lore. I like to think that everything that I consider is actually, hold on. Because I think the teleporter would actually be viable, because as I said that my rover, I wouldn't have my rover everywhere if I would teleport places, because it would be teleporting it and not traveling there by rover. But at the same time, I feel like because the main advantage would be breathing, because it has the upgrade that allows you to breathe places. But I'm currently at 0.4 oxygen used per second, which is just a bit over a fifth of what I would have initially used, and it's ever decreasing until I get to the next stage with it, which is breathable atmosphere, which I think means that I would just be able to breathe around and I wouldn't lose any oxygen from my from my tanks, which would mean that I'd be in real luck, because I wouldn't have to do all of the rovering around anymore. I could instead do walking around. I just need to make sure that I have enough water and enough food on me, but otherwise I'd be completely fine. Otherwise, I believe I would be completely fine. There would be no issue whatsoever. That would be pretty epic. Another instance where I have not cleaned up after myself. Disappointing. wouldn't be the first person to say that to myself. At least in my own head. So... is there anything behind these? Not behind this one. Alright. Do I just not have enough engine power? Is that why I wasn't getting up there? Yeah, but I think I might actually look into some of the teleporters then, because they could be a nice little alternative for having to drive everywhere. Because they would, you know, they would allow me very quick transport through everywhere. And as an added bonus, on top of that, they would allow me... they would allow me quick transport for other purposes. So it'd just be faster than the rover, and also, I suppose, less dangerous. Which would be rather nice, innit, bro? So, I guess that's going to be my next mission. I'm not sure yet how long I'll stream for today. Probably not much longer. I am really going to try and stream more often again, but well, I mean, if you know how I am, you'll know that very well might not happen. But the future holds all the answers that I don't know yet. Well, not all the answers necessarily. For example, some questions just don't have an answer, and the hypothetical answers to those are answers that I do not have, and that the future probably also doesn't have. You know. So, hold on. I'm hydrating myself for a second. So, I think I have at least... Alright. What is it called? Sid 2 or Sid Eel? I don't know. Yeah, that's funky. And of course, like, I would only be able to travel really to... Actually, hold on. If I need teleporters, then I need multiple. Because I'd need one to and one fro. I need enough zeolite. I need enough osmium. Now the first thing that I want to do with these teleporters, I'm gonna place them outside. Do I want to have it inside or outside? Hold on, I'm gonna check if there's a nice little place. This is honestly kind of a good place to put it. I think I'm just gonna put it here. How much energy does it take actually? I forgot to check that. That seems alright. Hemma. So that's the first. At least two. There are pers required. Cause I only have 2 more obsidian. But there is an area where I can get more obsidian. Hey, look at all that iridium. Look at all those chickens. I need to get me enough obsidian, so I might as well make a teleporter that brings me to where I can get more obsidian. which would be somewhere over here, I believe. Because then here I get to this spot, and I go between. Do I go through the cave? I don't remember exactly. I think I do. Go through the cave. There's plenty of osmium there, by the way. Have I realized it before? I'm probably gonna forget it now, but I'm guessing I've known it before, but just not really used it, or maybe used it and just forgot that I used it. I'm not sure, but I believe the obsidian place is, because I remember looking on the map. And alright, not quite. That's, I think. Hold on. That's what I need? Alright, yeah, alright. So I am currently facing that way, so I need to go thereabouts. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, my computer might be getting a bit old because it didn't used to like this much, but now it kind of does sometimes. Oh, am I going to be able to fit that in? Do I even need to fit that in a place? I can just put it out back, or at the side here. I can put that on top of here, honestly. That works. Lar place. Look at it, it's a lar place. So now if I need obsidian, I can go to the lar place, and I can find obsidian, because it's somewhere around here. Which is good, because obsidian is a lovely text editor. Would recommend it. Then I need to find my way back through. Can I check my map while I'm in? Ah. That's new tech, chat. I've discovered new tech. Okay. Okay, this might just be me, but in my brain, I can ramp up here and then go through here. And this looks like I can jump off it in some sort of fashion. This looks like I can jump off it in some sort of a fashion, and then I can go through this straight there. And then go here. I might be entirely wrong, but I'm gonna try it out. I'm already running into a bit more resistance than I figured that I would. But so far, I'm hold on. What y'all doing down here? You having a party and I'm not invited? Oh, dang nabbit. Oh, can I drink this water or is it going to be toxic? Because I am getting low on my drinky. I have drinking it. I'm gonna suppose it wasn't toxic, but this underground cave is a blessing for us wardens. A lot of resources underground, allowing us to stay hidden from outer space. Planets chosen really carefully. Now I understand why. Can't wait to start building a settlement and fulfilling our destiny. Lava. As I say, the lava, not my favorite part of the game. They're a good part of the game. It's just, I'm not good with them. Warden's altar. Alright. Alright, I do have the bacon for my rover, so that I know where to find it back, you know? Got a little itch. Is there anything more? Because I don't know if there's, like, I mean, if the cave is a blessing for them, then surely there's gonna be more in here, right? There's gonna be all the things that they built, but I'm not quite seeing those yet. Oh wow, this little place, the obsidian. Oh, maybe I can make my obsidian thing closer to this thing. Lower my teleporter. That could be a good idea. Ooh, down to 3 oxygen per second. I wouldn't... Well, I mean, I'd be slightly surprised. I don't think I would be able to, like, not breathe until... Or, like, you know, to not need an oxygen refresher until the entire air is breathable. But it's starting to get to that point. Because right now I'm only using 0.3 oxygens per second. And that's only going to get less. You can see that the bar is just draining really slowly. Especially compared to how it was before. Which, I think that's a really cool mechanic. I love that is how that works. That's Subnautica don't have, is it? I do still want to play Subnautica once, but it's too scary, so I need to find a way to make it... I need to find a way to make sure that I can actually finish the game. Which is not naturally per se the case. I need to find someone who is braver than I am, who will play the game together with me, who will be my... will be my... You know, it's like, you know, I'm like the little... I'm like the little kid who needs, like, a parent to do the hard bits for me. I do the fun, easy bits, and then the parent does the hard bits. That slightly shameful, but then again, I was. It's, I think just every time I speak the phrase "then again," I just get burned. Floor turns into lava right below my stompers. But yeah, I didn't choose for myself. I didn't choose to be bad at the game. So I think it's someone else's fault. I think it's the fault of whoever chose to be bad at the game. You know, that only seems fair. Also, I should probably I don't think, and I hope not, like I don't think, and I hope that it's, you know, I do think, and I do hope that you could not eat the larvae, because that would not be, like, yes, it would save me from starving right now, but at the same time, it would, you know. Alright, I got over there. Come on, I need to get to my teleporter, which I believe is somewhere over here. Oh, yeah, that is the right place. And then I'll get my car back in a bit. Look at that. Eating that tang. Drinking that tang. What are those? Is that just... Oh, that's sulfur and osmium. Huh. I thought for a second there was something really like something new that I hadn't seen before. Crumpimpi light. Some, so, you know. I was like, I mean, I think I have seen it before. Now that I think, hold on. Oh, that's a different way that I went. I think I have seen osmium, because I believe the osmium like emits light, and then it shines through the like shines on the sulfur, like something like that, and then that together creates that color, something like that, right? But either way, I'm not, you know, I appear to have not remembered that in the moment. Oh, dag. Because normally I wouldn't have any issues with this, right? Is that, have they updated that? Have they made the rover less powerful? Made it not able to climb up almost straight walls? I don't know, maybe I'm just, maybe it's user error. Maybe I'm the problem. Nah, that's silly. I would never be a problem. So what? Oops, slightly silly. There we go. Yeah. Look at that, gang. We got him. 80% toward breathable atmosphere. Did I just say breathable atmosphere? I meant to say breathable. Believe me, chat. Really, I was, you know. Anyway, I might leave the episode here for now. I don't want to, you know, come back to streaming and then immediately give myself, you know, just stress myself out by doing a 4-hour stream, like forcing myself to do a 4-hour stream. That doesn't seem like a great idea. But I've done some decent stuff this episode. I don't know. I would have wished I would have got more done. I wished I got like. Actually, I do still need to make the silk generator. I wish I would have got the tier 3 ore extractors, or at least something for pressure, because that would have been pretty cool. But I am, as I said, still going to make the silk generator. Ooh, silk generator. Oh, hold on. Actually, I need 3 larvae for that. Hold on. Do I have? I don't have any Okay, so I'm not going to do that today because that would mean going bug picking. And I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do that today. So I'm gonna leave that pinned. I hope that persists through, like, you know, next time I come back. But then I'm gonna say, I hope that you like the video. The YouTube, check out the Twitch, check out the YouTube. Don't forget, do remember. I was gonna say don't remember, but do remember, please, I beg of you, do remember to press the funny buttons, which are, as you go and you exhaust your options, it becomes increasingly difficult to find. Ooh, whole world is right. It becomes increasingly difficult to find a thing that it's funnier than, because you've used everything already. It's funnier than Monty Python. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's possible. I do really like Monty Python, but I think if you would tell Monty Python, if you would tell like John Cleese that they are the funniest thing possible, he would probably, I don't know, not get offended, but he'd be like, no, that's not what it's supposed to be like, you know. We're not the funniest people per se. We're, you know, that sort of that's a horrible impression. But either way, really funny. Just the buttons are exceptionally funny, so go check them out. And then I'm gonna say, well, I've already said my things, so see you later. Farewell, Earthlings, something like that. I will, you know, farewell.